It's looping code. Hollow gods in download mode. I scream in static, breathe in rust, and all I build will turn to dust.
Hey, man.
Well, now it's all good.
It's Third Sheet Radio. We're here in the middle of the night like we like to do if you're watching, listening live. If you're listening in the morning, good morning. Thank you for joining us and drinking your coffee while listening to the soulful tones of our Light FM voices. Man. Josh, you know, the issue is that we have a team. Thank you for joining us, by the way, Josh. The issue is our Monday Night Raw team, their lives got in the way. So essentially,
as real life tends to do,
pretty much, it's pretty soon it's gonna just be me. I'll be doing them alone. I've just been clearing up my schedule. I have children that run around all crazy, and they're gonna make a Monday Night Raw review hard to do. But I think I can carve out 30 minutes right after the show is over.
I even volunteered to do one with him when I was still off of work, and we couldn't get that started.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. I mean, the reason why this show starts at this time is because of the difference in time, and like it's only midnight on the West Coast. Like it's exactly when I'd be able to get everybody to bed and everything. But hey, listen. I'm here. Thank you, though. We will be back, brother. You'll see us as soon as you get that notification on a Monday night. We'll get that post up. But thank you for joining us now. It has been 7 days since we last seen each other. Lots of things going on.
Trophies were won.
We usually talk a little bit about random things before the show gets underway, but it's a little late. So we'll get right into the week of pro wrestling. I guess one of the bigger stories of the week, the more recent one that happened today. WWE leaves Peacock early.
Yes.
WrestlePalooza on ESPN.
Jumped right off the cock just earlier than expected.
No more riding the Peacock.
Well, no. There will be occasional cock appointments because apparently
right.
Saturday night's main event is still riding the cock.
Everybody, or any respectable woman makes cock appointments. Peacock, WWE Peacock, that is.
It's like, just in case you call your ex for that Saturday night, whatever, and then you don't talk about it.
Anyway, the
information.
The WWE puts out a press release that basically says ESPN's DTC is going to be streaming WrestlePalooza, a WWE pay-per-view, an AEW counter show, basically counter programming event. It's so funny how this came about. Let's tell you.
Yeah.
Josh says the pay-per-view name sounds stupid, by the way.
How dare you, sir?
It's an ECW legacy name, but it's not something you would use.
And it's the only reason I will defend it, because it's not great.
It wasn't a good name when ECW used it. It was just 1995 or 6.
In fairness, though, like there is a reference there because there was the musical event Lollapalooza that was very popular at the time.
Yeah.
If you don't know what Lollapalooza is, you're not getting the joke.
That's the thing. It's just really dated and really overused. But at the time, it was really fresh, and it would have made sense. And it would have been like, Fighter Fest off of Fire Fest, or something like that.
Have we had another stupid? I don't know.
We've done other Great Balls of Fire. It doesn't get as bad as that, right? But
I guess not. Is there an Ozfest we can use? I don't know.
Not yet. PWG did great titles, like parody titles.
Although, like, you also really had to get the joke for a lot of those.
Yeah. Jesus has a good question, but I'm going to get to that at the end because I have some context I want to drop first. Basically, WWE puts out a press release saying confirming this rumored show. We had been rumored that WWE would be doing Brock Lesnar versus John Cena.
Jesus' question has been deferred like a Shohei Ohtani paycheck.
It had been rumored that WWE will be doing John Cena versus Brock Lesnar at the same time as AEW All Out. And like they were going to do it in Indianapolis, Indiana, on a show that they hadn't even named yet, which is like, oh, that's funny. And you would tell yourself, like, if you just see them as a big corporate conglomeration, like, there's just no way that they would have thrown this together. I'm sure that this was long planned, and it's just a coincidence that it is on the same night as AEW All Out. I will simply point to the report that came today from the Hollywood Reporter, not your average wrestling trade, but your Hollywood trades with a little more reputation than
the people who would not bother talking about this if there wasn't something there, I guess.
As it turns out, WWE feels and was able to convince, I guess, Peacock that they had fulfilled their obligations as far as shows. They were contracted to do 10 premium live events on Peacock, and they said, "Hey, I think we hit 10." And instead of
able to convince, sounds like it was under duress,
right? Instead of ESPN
just holding the gun to Peacock's head, we did them all right.
It's not even right because they're giving ESPN 10 a year, and they're counting SummerSlam and WrestleMania as one. And they said that out loud.
Okay, I thought you meant this too.
But they're telling Peacock that it counted as two.
Oh,
time.
Okay.
Yes, so they actually filled out their obligations.
So they're actually a bunch of lying jerks.
Yeah, they're actually scamming these motherfuckers. But it's fine, right? Because they're not leaving Peacock with nothing. They, in exchange, will be making Saturday Night's Main Event exclusive to Peacock. And so now the WWE will have 4 of their must-watch important events on Peacock as well. So
the irony, pretty much, the NBC symbol episode stays on NBC.
Yeah. But this works both ways, because then if they cared, they would book the Saturday Night's Main Event like a PLE, right?
Sure.
And then because it's on the streamer, you don't even have to be holding to the 2 hours. But that remains to be seen. I imagine it'll stay the same. But as far as ESPN goes, they didn't have to pay anything. As a matter of fact, the deal didn't have anything to do with them. And this is where I think it's funny how these things happen.
Nothing to do with them, Jonathan.
WWE and Peacock. WWE made this deal with Peacock. WWE, the people in charge at WWE, decided that they were done with Peacock and that they would deal with Peacock and make sure to get WrestlePalooza as the first event on ESPN. They did that themselves recently, within the past few weeks.
Sure.
So this was all brought together very quickly, and it's interesting how they move, because it's such a big thing that you really can't imagine it could be brought together this quickly. Like, how could they have made this ESPN thing start early? Like, what? That's Disney. Well, no, they just did it themselves, and they brought it to Disney, and Disney was like, yeah, fine, that's great. As a matter of fact, like, I don't care. Fucking give it to me. That's extra content. That's fine.
It's like telling anyone, like, hey, you know that thing you paid for that we said we'd get to you in like 3 weeks? What if we get it to you today?
Oh, shit, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yay.
So it's really clear that that is a purposeful move. Like, that's something we want to stack this event against AEW All Out. And not only have we put John Cena and Brock Lesnar as the main event of this, we have made it the first ever ESPN DTC show. And that's like crazy to me that kind of move is like a direct shot to AEW. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's big. That's really big. I guess part of that is like them flexing, kind of showing their power. Like, look at what we can do. But a little bit of it feels more to me. It doesn't come off that way. It doesn't come off strong. It comes off desperate. It comes off kind of messy. They just made a massive announcement that they were going to move in April 2026, and then scrambled to do this, get it on early, and then mixed up the message because I didn't even realize when the news came out that they were leaving Peacock, because the WrestlePalooza thing was the big headline. And the Peacock thing kind of got lost in it. Like, it was like, wait a minute. I thought this was going to be a special. Wait, they're just leaving? You just made a big ass deal like days ago. That's crazy how these things come together that fast. And so last week we talked about how, well, no, Jesus asked the question, what should Tony Khan book for the main event of All Out against this WWE show? We know that they have Edge and Christian against FTR in the bag.
Yes.
I know that it's Canada. I don't know if that's the main event, though.
Excuse me. I don't think so.
I wouldn't. They
All Out's in Toronto?
It is in Toronto. He asked women blood and guts. I think I think if they were going to do a blood and guts match on that show, they would have we would have seen the seating charts already. It's kind of hard to drop one of those unannounced, right? Like out of nowhere, like the week before. Blood and guts. What? You have an extra ring? You should get space for that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if a women's match should main event either, if only because they don't have anything hot enough to counter something like WWE's Brock Lesnar John Cena main event.
They've already ran the hottest match they could have.
Yeah, I mean, there's other things they could do. I mean, it's Toronto, Kenny Omega, and Hangman. We had talked about.
I meant with the women.
Okay, yeah. They ran the Mercedes versus Tony Storm, and I guess and you could run a rematch, but
you could, but you know, like, that's in the end, that's ringing the bell again. Like, it's...
yeah. I think I would run Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page against that show. It's one of the biggest matches AEW can do for their own fan base, and that kind of speaks to them focusing on themselves. Like, you do want to overload the car. You do. That would be my fighting back. Like, I would load the dick shit off of this card. Like, stip matches, fucking people that you've been rooting for all this time getting their comeuppance. Like, motherfucking Daniel Garcia's getting that.
I have something to add to that I think we've discussed. Go ahead.
But yeah, that would be how I fight back against WrestlePalooza. I just overload the shit out of this card, just like go crazy. Like, if like it's all out, because it's all out. You're going all out. Like, it used to be the main show of the year before you got All In back as a trademark. So maybe this time treat it like one. I mean, not to say that they didn't before. Last year's All Out, one of the best matches in the company's history, with Adam Page and Swerve Strickland. So yeah, I don't know if we'll have one. I don't know if they have one in the bag like that right now, though. That's the thing. Like, anything that they do for that show, they have to start from the beginning.
And obviously they'll. I guess how long are we talking?
All Out is September 20th. Both shows are.
Boy, I do wish that could have been longer. They're gonna have to start immediately.
He should. Jesus said Tony should get Jericho to return All Out. He should return before that, I think, a little bit.
We probably need to push this show.
Right?
No, okay, so I have an opinion on the Kenny Omega thing. I think this is one we discussed before, or at least I probably blabbed about it to some degree. We're talking Toronto, Canada. I know he's not necessarily from Toronto, but you know how those things go.
It's all the one place. It's all the same place.
Yeah, Canada is the hometown, right? That's how that sort of works, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. That's how wrestling works.
In many cases, yeah, the home state is enough. Sometimes you're from a small town and we're not running that. God damn it,
Ripley.
We're not running Adelaide. We are just take what you get. I think you have a scenario where you can at least, like, God, I wish they had more time. Where you push this seriously, emotionally, and as much investment as you possibly can, as like this is Kenny's last shot. Not on some legal, not on some like legal level or whatever. Just like, listen, my body is shot. I only get to do this a few times a year. I only have so much in the tank that I could probably that I could be the guy on that level now. And if I can't do it now, then I can't do it.
I worry that they're gonna run MJF versus Hangman again.
And
Not that it's a
I
bad
don't get that.
match,
No, but
but
it's emotionally not even saying emotionally, but like it's not gonna capitalize on that area
yeah,
and that scenario the way they can.
yeah.
I think you won with the Kenny Omega's final World Heavyweight Championship match as the main event for the Canada card, and just let the Canadians people just let those people come for their guy. Even if you have to do the thing, and you can do it right, like even if you have to do the thing where Paige has to heal on him just a little bit, not
Yeah,
too much,
they
not be
are
a
in Canada.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have Adam Page just be a little antagonisty enough for the scenario, and you just push like Kenny Omega's final chance, Kenny Omega's final shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Kenny Omega might not ever get a shot again, might not ever be able to sniff being a World Heavyweight Champion again. It's his last shot. His body is broken, but his mind is willing and his heart beats, damn it. And in his hometown of Canada, he's going to reach for the brass ring one more time. And like, I don't know. I think that's something that can at least emotionally get people stirring.
I don't know
And
if
I think that's a go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I don't know if he's I don't know if he's ready enough.
I get
I
that.
imagine like
I get that too.
yeah, it's weird with Kenny now because his body is older and he performs a lot less.
Basically everything I said was true.
Yeah, and he right now, even now, he's booked for the Forbidden Door cage match, lights out cage match with Kota Ibushi. He wasn't even part of the build. he wasn't part of the
he's
build
barely been here
at all. Like he didn't
Tanahashi's been
show
here
up.
more than Kenny has.
Tanahashi got in brawls. Tanahashi had matches leading up to the show, and Kenny Omega hasn't shown up once. That's how dire it is. Like that's how rough it is right now. I thought that was funny. Like not even the go home show. He didn't even show up. But yeah, no. Getting back to the WWE leaving Peacock, the $30 price point coming out of nowhere on people is a big deal. I think bigger than people want to talk about. Like you knew you had 6 months until it was time to pay $30 for WWE on ESPN. Now it's coming like tomorrow. Like what the fuck?
Like motherfuckers.
Wait. Yeah. So it's not even gonna be like on ESPN linear, which is what I thought. I was like, is that when they announced it, I thought it was gonna be on the cable channel, which is like that's a really big deal. Like you ran a free show with that match on it against fucking AEW's pay-per-view. That's big. That's kind of scummy, but that's big. No, it's on the linear. It's on the direct to consumer service. So you'll be paying that $30 if you want to see WrestlePalooza, unless you have Netflix and a VPN.
What is the direct consumer service? What do you
direct to consumer? That's what it's called. I think that's what all streaming services are called until they get a name.
Okay,
like a baby boy, baby girl.
Gotcha.
They literally just calling it ESPN direct to consumer.
I would like to see the baby.
Give it a name. Call it Hispanic. I don't know. What are they?
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
We will see how this performs. I think ultimately at the end of the day, it is pushing people away. It's just pushing people away. Putting things behind a paywall. I'm sure you obviously it's wrestling, and you got a massive loyalty, and it's WWE, there's a lot of people that are like, it's got to be WWE. I need them in my life forever. I don't care how much they ask me to pay. But I mean, historically, wrestling fans are poor, so we'll see. I mean, $30 a
Yeah.
month is the most that they've been expected to pay for wrestling pay-per-views in 11 years.
Yeah.
There are fans right now who have never paid for a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I think they lucked out in AEW kind of doing market research for them by seeing that, yes, actually pay-per-views are viable in today's environment, which is crazy that AEW sells fucking 150 on a bad day, 200,000 on a good day, pay-per-views at $50 a piece. And like these numbers are seen as good. I wasn't guessing. I was just kind
No,
of
yeah, it's just
objecting.
so it's interesting because like if you have that conversation, because I've seen that conversation keep being had over the last 2 years about the UFC, you would think pay-per-view
Yeah.
is dead
Yeah, but it's not. It's just
because they're
depends
doing so
on
poorly.
it really just depends on one, the product, and two,
Yeah.
the context. the,
Yeah.
the pool of fans that you're drawing from and the percentage of how much fans that is that's translating to purchased fucking shows. I'm sure that the UFC is going to have no problem with that ever again, though. Lucky you guys. Over here in Wrestling World, we are paying $1,000 a year to watch fucking
Jesus.
shows. It's-
So what was interesting to me is that like at least with the Peacock situation and the original WWE network, it was like you pay your $9.99 and it's like you get the pay-per-view, yes, you also get this smorgasbord of content if you're into the history of the WWE or any of the various other wrestling companies' libraries in which we own. Is there any of that happening at ESPN?
you get baseball and football and other sports.
On the WWE.
No, you get nothing. You get the pay-per-views that
You
have aired
lose.
on
Good day,
ESPN.
sir.
Good day, sir. You get nothing. So on ESPN, they won't be getting the library. They won't be getting the library. That's going to, people in the industry suspect it will go to YouTube, but that's
Which
kind
is
of
nice
being
in its
seen
own
by
rights, but like it
yeah.
conflicts with the overall paying more for ESPN deal.
They should consider letting YouTubers use the footage then. But fair trade. Yeah, so the vault has been getting loaded up, and I think WWE has made a deal with Google to put more content on YouTube, but I don't think that means that they've sold the library rights to them.
Right.
Right now, what I'm hearing is nobody's interested in the library.
It's like the same
That's
deal
basically that's
it's
what
the
it's
same,
PR speak for.
Yeah, it's the same deal that Gaota has at All Japan and TVI. She basically has at New Japan. Like you can put this stuff on your thing.
Yeah, that's it. And they have archival rights. So all
Yeah.
the ESPN shows that air, they will have archived. But anything before
Really?
that, good luck, eat a dick, enjoy. Enjoy pirating it. Enjoy extremely pirating wrestling torrents out there. But that's
The
your
old
only
days are back.
hint. And that's the one hint I'll give you. Google those words and make what you will. Listen, I was fine paying $20 a month for $20 every other month for AEW shows, and I say $20 because I used a VPN and paid on Triller, and the $7 a month for
Sneaky
WWE shows.
dog.
So now my monthly fees go from fucking $27 for WWE and AEW to fucking
Yes.
to what is that, like 57 if I'm lucky to keep getting pay-per-views on Triller with the VPN, even though AEW promised they would put pay-per-views on Max, and then that didn't.
Sure.
happen and they
but also
stopped
you have
talking
agreed.
about it.
Didn't they put the reviews on Max?
No, they never did. They put the old ones on Max, like the archive ones. Like they
Okay,
put their
yeah,
library
that's what
on
I meant.
Max.
I'm sorry.
But no, the live shows never came on Max, and then they stopped talking about it, and then they started pushing Amazon Prime really hard. I'm like,
Did they?
wait, stop! What's going on? So yeah, this is gonna be a fun transition that came out of nowhere. WWE leaving Peacock and just jumping onto ESPN out of nowhere early, 6 months early. But we'll deal with it. We'll be here for it. I gotta pay for fucking CMLL too.
I was
God
gonna say,
damn
that's
it.
what I was gonna add. Yeah, you are also paying for CMLL now.
Gonna fucking die is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to die. It's easier, much easier than being a wrestling fan.
The death is
Yes, yeah, it's sweet release. Sweet. No more of this cycle.
Oh, when will the
So
pain end?
Baby Uso, Naomi.
Baby
Yeah.
Uso, clap,
That was-
baseball clap.
Naomi last week was rumored to have a medical situation, and people kind of predicted she might be pregnant, but you don't really want to do that publicly. Like, girl, I bet
You
she's
really
pregnant. At least I wasn't raised that way. Some people were, but
John knew to proceed with caution.
So yeah, she is pregnant. She had to relinquish the women's world championship, and
Irresponsible.
I think WWE's gonna have to start handing out fucking birth control to their champions. You get a belt, you get an IUD. You get a belt, you get an IUD. I know that's really good though. That's really cool for Naomi. She talked in the
Naomi
Stephanie
was
McMahon thing about how she didn't know if she could have children. She thought it wasn't possible. So
they were just going.
they were just having fun, and then the baby came, and so now she's very early, and she hopes that she can keep a safe pregnancy, as safe a pregnancy as possible. So she's gonna step on out of here, and she'll be back. She got a great promo too. So I ain't handing you shit.
Yeah.
And if she got to come back breastfeeding a baby, she's gonna beat you bitch's ass.
I saw a clip where someone's just like, Naomi said she's like 6 weeks along. This was 3 weeks ago, and it's fucking EO and
just stepping on her.
Ripley stomping on her stomach.
That's fucking hilarious.
I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, give that belt up. So I'm sure that Clash in Paris will see Stephanie Vaquer get crowned champion. Why not? That's the way to go. She had her title shot anyway. I'm sure she would have lost. Naomi would have cheated her out of it or something. But since we're here, why not? The devil's kiss. You know how that go. I like that. I like Stephanie Vaquer. I wouldn't mind seeing her as champion right now. It's not like the women's division is different. I think when like the path to the world championship is like there's not many other things you can do. I mean, now you have the Intercontinental Championship at least. For the longest time, it was like the only.
They could fight for you. That'd be one. That'd be an idea.
What for the women's division? Oh God, we'll take that into consideration. What the fuck is that about?
Right, personal angles without championships.
The fuck? And then what? People care about them as people? No. They're not people. Yeah. So we'll see. Well, it'll be interesting thing. It'll be interesting to see what comes of WWE Raw's women's division. I think Naomi was doing the best work of her career, and it's kind of crazy to be like, it's a shame that she's having a baby. Like that's kind of a crazy thing to say. But
it's almost like
it's like
two things she thought would never happen again and happen at all happened at arguably the same time.
The best run of her career. She's been a world champion before, and it never felt like this.
Yeah. Although the glow belt, iconic.
I love the glow belt. I was there when she won the title in Orlando.
Oh yeah, okay.
Deal. Yeah. But good for her. I'll be happy to see her come back. I imagine like over a year. That's how long
Also,
shit
two
like that
very
takes.
interesting personal accomplishments there. One, winning one belt in Orlando, and two, getting played out by her father in New York City.
That was cool. That was a great year for her.
Yeah.
So have
Yeah,
fun.
she got to be in a long running angle, like almost, like I guess almost by mistake, right? Because I think Jade was
Yeah.
legit injured,
Yeah.
and it's one of those things on TV where sometimes wrestling will just fall into happy accidents, and this was a happy accident for Naomi.
Yes, it was. Konosuke Takeshita wins the G1 Climax.
A much unhappier accident.
I've been looking at
Not an
this
accident.
story, I guess, for
This
since
developing
before
kerfuffle.
since before the finals match was over.
Okay.
Takeshita beats Zack Sabre Jr., which, by the way,
John be having scoops he keeps me out of.
I found out. It wasn't even a scoop. It was like I was listening to
I was
wrestling.
fucking with you.
No, not this one. I was listening to Wrestling Observer Live, and I heard something that had gone, I thought, underreported.
Okay.
That
Little under the
Takeshita
radar.
a little bit in the match against Zack Sabre Jr. About maybe a couple minutes left in the match at the end. They were doing a strike exchange, and Takeshita was on the other side of it. Like Zack Sabre Jr. was the aggressor, and
Okay.
he hit Takeshita with one that was so hard, Takeshita actually got knocked silly, and that's
think I remember
why. That is why the brainbuster suplex went the way it went. It's because he was fucked up. He did not remember. He didn't remember the spot. He didn't remember the end of the match. He didn't remember the fucking promo after backstage. New Japan claims
Didn't
they
even remember.
cleared him. No. New Japan claims they cleared him medically for the match the next night against Evil, which, to be fair, he looked fine, but you said he got knocked silly, couldn't remember the end of the match, couldn't remember the promo. It doesn't matter what a doctor says. Those things alone are enough to not be able to wrestle the next fucking day. Let alone for weeks, let alone the next day.
No, so John, you have to understand something here, though. That means, on some level, they put that statement out twice.
the Tsuji thing?
Because they also had to tell everyone that Tsuji was cleared by doctors to perform on the final night of the card in that tag match.
So what happened is that Tsuji's storyline life was Takeshita's real life. Tsuji, quote unquote, had a head injury against Evil, and that's why he lost. But he was cleared to wrestle the next night. Takeshita had a shoot brain injury and was cleared to wrestle the next night against Evil.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing about it. Like, as a story, the referee stopped the match because Yota Tsuji was non-responsive to the Scorpion Deathlock. Konosuke did not have any of that problem, and both of them had to be cleared.
The kayfabe wrestler was taken care of, and the real one was thrown to the wolves. He's go. Don't worry about it. What do you mean?
Go do Evil's garbage match.
You look fine to me, is what I'm saying. To me, you understand? The doctor. I guess. Now, see, the thing that sucks is that AEW probably is none the wiser. So they were like, he came back, put him in a match. So he's booked to go against fucking Evil. And he wrestled Evil today in Scotland at the Collision taping.
Seriously?
I mean, fucking Evil. Ishii.
That makes much more sense.
Yeah. I was Evil. Fucking Evil. No, God. Apparently, Tony Khan.
In fact, apparently that should never happen.
People were blaming Tony Khan for Takeshita winning the G1.
That's so stupid.
Like if he's got the booking power in Japan to choose the winner of one of the most prestigious tournaments there is. Tony Khan can do that. No, Takeshita was chosen by Ghetto, and which explains why Suji didn't make the main event. They wanted him to be a heel so the crowd can get behind Takeshita. And probably, conspiracy theory, I think Suji said no. He said, "What the fuck do you mean I'm losing the G1 finals to an AEW wrestler? Are you on drugs? What the fuck?" Actually, no. No, I don't give a fuck who pays him. He's an outsider.
Oh, I was gonna say, actually, I am on drugs.
No, we've been talking for weeks about how New Japan was paying this man for something. They're not paying him just to use him on random tours. They're paying him. They half own him. Well, 1/3 own him.
When his name comes up on the bar, you see 3 promotions.
Yeah, and it's not just AEW. It's New Japan. It's AEW. It's DDT. So we kind of suspected that they would go in this direction.
He's probably also wondering why we're still paying him.
But even so, I thought Takeshita and Suji would make the finals, and then Suji would win. And
Agreed.
I thought that was even the right move. I thought that was like, it's time. I love Takeshita, so I'm happy that he won, and I want to see him win the title too. But that comes with a little bit of trepidation from the Japanese fan base, and I should say it's the vocal internet Japanese fan base. It's the IWC JPN.
Although apparently there were evidently people said, I didn't hear it, but people said there were some boos.
There definitely were, because this kind of show, imagine the main event of WrestleMania or a WrestleMania event. All these smart marks have flown in for this event.
Sure.
So the crowd is full of these more hardcore New Japan fans, and
listen, if I came all the way to WrestleMania and you told me the guy in the main event was Moose, I might feel some kind of way as well.
And he won.
Damn you.
So a lot of Japanese fans were online and they were like revolting against Takeshita, and even in the match there was considerable support for Evil.
Okay.
Takeshita was getting booed at some points, but Evil was getting cheered more than Takeshita was getting booed. It was like they wanted the New Japan guy to win, and he didn't.
Even though the New Japan guy's a piece of shit.
No, but this is the thing, right? So sure, there's a lot of fans that see this, and there were people calling out AEW should not be bowing down to New Japan should not be bowing down to AEW, or this is just AEW's Japanese developmental branch. But the thing is that this G1 was one of the lowest selling G1s ever.
Mm-hmm.
And none of the other people in this company right now on this card are pulling anything. So it's hard to blame New Japan for reaching out towards Takeshita and trying to make this happen, considering how popular he is around the world. So I mean, is
that if we are New Japan, is that our fault?
It is definitely their fault. Partially COVID, but you can't blame COVID anymore. I think.
No.
I think by this point, a lot of people have regained momentum, and I just think they haven't done anything significant to regain that momentum. So yeah, COVID took it from them, but it's their fault that they haven't got it back. You know, like
is your head too far in the bubble to suggest that this is happening because we have not displayed our faith in our new generation of guys?
It's definitely, that's what the issue is now, but they were so scared to do it when they had the opportunity to, like when they still had Okada and Naito available to help put these new guys over. And of course, you hear the stories of Okada being like, I'm not going to be fucking Satoshi Kojima right now. Like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here before you start having me do jobs to all these people that are coming to take my spot.
Yeah.
So you get situations like that. And Tsuji kind of called him out on it, on the way out, but nothing really came of it. So it's real interesting the position New Japan is in right now, because Takeshita is, like everyone is saying, an outsider. He is paid by New Japan, yeah. But as you saw immediately, the next tour was announced, and the G1 Climax winner was nowhere to be seen. And that's where the real issue is. That's where the objective, you can't argue with this issue, is that the winner of the G1 Climax is a big deal, and people want to pay to see that in the smaller towns too. Like,
Yeah.
like Japan is full of many times. It's not all just Tokyo. Like, there's many places they gotta go, and
Yeah.
they would like to see the G1 Climax winner, and it's not going to be possible if they have obligations in AEW in America. It's just
And
not going to be possible.
This is not a new complaint. You could go as far back as Brock Lesnar winning the belt and see that there was that sort of commentary that just like, the fucking IWGP World Champion is not doing the tours.
Yeah. John Moxley, when he won the title from Naito, that was a
Yeah.
big issue, that he couldn't do the tours. So it's an issue with Takeshita too. Like, it's not about him being American or Japanese or whatever. It's literally
It's about doing the work and committing to the
being there.
Yeah.
But so that's where we are now. Takeshita, the G1 Climax winner, says he wants to enter Wrestle Kingdom 20 as IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. So expect a challenge around the King of Pro Wrestling time,
which is such a dangling the carrot move by New Japan.
It speaks to the fact that they were aware of maybe people thinking Takeshita is an outsider. Like, they weren't planning on having him be the challenger at Wrestle Kingdom in the main event.
Yeah.
They weren't planning on giving the outsider that triumphant moment at the end of their biggest show. That moment belongs to, I still think, Tsuji, but we'll see. We'll see how we get there.
Like I said, like at this point, it feels like it feels like a dangling the carrot move, because it's like, yeah, we went this way here, but the future is not set up just yet, good sir.
It is, and it's, I can't even be mad at that, because the Tsuji Takeshita match seemed like such a foregone conclusion. I think everyone expected that match, and so they're like, yeah, we'll do it, but not when you thought.
And there's an argument to be made there, I guess, right? Like, if you think you're clever and you have to go through this period of annoying people before giving them the thing, you go, everyone is expecting Takeshita and Tsuji. People seem to want Takeshita versus Tsuji. Do they want it enough to pay for it in the big building?
Yeah. It's a big risk. I think they should cultivate the outsider stuff. I think they should lean into it. But Takeshita is such a nice guy. But again, he's a heel in AEW anyway. So, I mean, what the fuck? Why not? Why not start leaning into the idea that he's an outsider and he's going to take their belt, and have him take it? Have him take it. Have him talk shit about not being on the tours. I don't want to work your fucking smelly tours. I don't want to go to shitty little fucking town on the top of fucking Japan. I live in America now with my wife. I'm going to go eat New York pizza.
Who also believes suck it.
She's very happy. She does not want to curse at you, but don't make her wear black. Yeah,
but she will, because apparently in Takeshita's imagination, she has a very...
I'm sure she wears the pants in that relationship. Something tells me. I'm pretty positive Yuka Sakazaki tells Takeshita what to wear. There's no fucking doubt about it. Because how could he be so swaggerful?
He wears the pants. She picks them out.
He wears very great pants too. They're like big parachute pants. I would love to wear those fucking Dragon Ball pants.
Really?
Yeah, God, I don't
What
know
did
if I can
Max
make
say?
it
I
work.
missed it.
He said he bought a SummerSlam logo shirt where there are no other options left.
Uh,
Mac also says he would run headfirst through a brick wall for Takeshita, and I have to say same. There's
would you
just some
catch a grenade for him?
there is a puppy quality to Takeshita where I want to protect him. He's
Yeah.
also very large. He's much larger than me. He's very tall. He's like very tall especially for a Japanese person. I've been to Japan. They don't come in Takeshita size. Like he stands amongst wrestlers and he's wrestler.
Size.
He's wrestler sized. Okay.
Yeah.
And he might seem normal on television with the other wrestlers, but that is a large man. And so yeah, I would go heel with Takeshita, and then Tsuji can save the championship from Takeshita
From the outsider.
at Wrestle Kingdom, and it'd be fine. And then it's like
Maybe we
he's
can get
still
Nash to come out with him.
oh God. I was gonna say he's still Japanese. He's still Japanese. You know, you still get Japanese main event, and that's a big deal
Yeah.
for people in Japan. I'm sorry to even say it, but it just is.
It's been a while. Has it been a while?
Has it? No, I mean
No.
Jay White's, your Kenny Omega's, but you had Okada in the main event, and with Ibushi, and you know,
Was Okada in
it's
the main
been-
event with Ibushi
yeah, they did a main event together.
at Wrestle Kingdom?
Yeah, they were it was a 4-way thing.
Oh,
They did was it Jay White?
The two-night gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely had a match. Was it them first
I keep
and then?
thinking. I'm thinking of that event, and I think of Jay White.
Yeah, because he had the second match, right? He
Yeah.
had the triumphant moment.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think so.
Commander versus Takeshita on Rampage from Big Business is one of the top 5 matches I've seen in person. That match got me on the Takeshita train. When Takeshita first started in AEW, they did the taped house show experiment, and they had
Really?
there was the house show experiment during the pandemic where they were where they taped the house show that they ended up releasing
Were those a house
way
calls?
way later. But there was just one, and it was a big deal online about how Kenny Omega and the Elite had brought in the DDT champion Konosuke Takeshita, and nobody knew who he was in America. Like
No.
unless you watched DDT and you remember that there was this kid who fucking fought El Generico and all that shit on the same day. Kenny Omega had a match with fucking Kota Ibushi that nobody will ever forget. But nobody else really knew him except for the fact that wrestling people were calling him a prospect and saying like he's guaranteed, like this guy is the future. And that match didn't I guess it didn't come out for a while, but I just knew from that description, like the fuck is this Konosuke Takeshita kid? And then they released the match, and it's crazy because he's in the main event of the fucking show. Don't know who this kid is. He's wearing gear matching with the Elite. So what is big? There's a big ass presentation for this Takeshita. So I was already curious, and then the fucking the AEW dark matches would happen, and then we were like he was like, fuck every match this guy is in, he's excellent. And then he had the fucking going up the card with Hangman and Claudio and matches that he was losing, but they were booking it where he looked like a strong, like, who the fuck is this kid? Like, how did he stand back up after the buckshot lariat? Yes, he caught another one, but he stood back up. Who the fuck is this kid? Kudos to them too for that kind of slow escalation of importance.
It's sort of akin to like them letting Masato Tanaka be the first guy to kick out of the 3D.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, we've got plans for this guy.
Yeah.
Takeshita versus Claudio for the ROH title. Yes, that's the match, Mac. By that point, I was on the Takeshita train already. But that was another one where I was like, fuck, this kid is amazing. And now this is 2025. I feel like he is probably the best male wrestler on the planet. It's hard. It's like I'll have to think about it, but if I had to say off the top of my head, when you watch Takeshita, you know it doesn't matter who he's in there with. You know you're gonna get something worth watching. Um, so we'll see. We'll see if
No
New
pun
Japan
intended.
goes.
He's got a fire to him.
He does have a raging flame inside.
Also,
Yeah,
kudos to
hopefully
getting a Falcon Arrow over in 2025.
people were like mad. People were really mad at the brainbuster from the turnbuckle, but knowing he was halfway unconscious, I feel like we got to give him that one.
I mean, I'm not fucking mad at it. Like, it's not the first time
Only
I've seen
because
that
it's
move.
not. That's why. Only because it's not the first time he's fucked it up.
It's not the first
he-
time I've seen. It's not even the first time I've seen it fucked up.
I think Generico has fucked it up. I think
Yeah.
Generico created it. I'm pretty sure. I'm
think
pretty
so.
sure that he did. I've never seen that move before him. Greg Mack wants to remind you that no one kicks out of the Falcon Arrow.
Okay.
No one ever kicks out of the Falcon Arrow.
I mean, it's good to protect your finishes.
No, they kick out of the Falcon Arrow fairly frequently, Greg. It's a joke.
But have they kicked out of? Is there a joke about that?
Yes, that
okay.
Excalibur always says no one kicks out of the Falcon Arrow, but people always kick out of the Falcon Arrow. It's never been a finisher. Like it hasn't been a finisher in a long time.
I've been fucking paying attention to something Excalibur said in a long time.
I love Excalibur. I think though that nobody in American commentary is doing great. Like nobody gives these moments the gravity that they need. Nobody is screaming. Nobody's concerned about what's happening. People are like just kind of doing their job.
I feel it's like an old Jim Ross stable that people haven't. And like Jim can't even do it anymore because like Jim's an old man. He's tired. He's not putting that punch in.
No, but Michael Cole used to be really good at it too. One of my favorites would be like, "Not this way, not this way." Like he really hated that the heels were doing bad things. I think like and Tony Schiavone tries, but he's old. He can't put that
Once
much
again,
effort
the
into
age
it.
thing comes up.
He's trying. He's like God, but he's like very matter of fact. Like you piece of shit. Look at this fucking bullshit. I fucking hate these guys. But
John's just looking for the days where it's like fucking. I don't really like using this term. Jim Ross has these epic on-screen crash outs. That son of a bitch! That no good son of a bitch!
He was so good at it that people should at least strive in that direction. I just like the idea of the straight commentary guy being taken to the limit by the bad thing that's happening. Like he's not bothered by anything because he's doing his job, but god damn it, this is so fucking dastardly. You piece of shit.
What's really funny is like I remember somebody used to have the argument, which was terrible and felonious. That's the wrong word, but it was terrible and just completely devoid of intelligence. That like JR shouldn't be upset, and all I could think was like, if you were watching a regular sports broadcast and Bob Costas can see the team cheating, wouldn't he be disturbed by such foul play?
Exactly.
If he didn't voice that, then this whole thing is devoid of any legitimacy in culture.
It's why honestly I think Nigel McGuinness is like one of the best right now because he actually acts like he cares about what's happening in the ring. He just and probably does. He's probably having more fun with his job than everyone else. He's really good at it. It's just I feel like all of American commentary has fallen into this place where they just do the job. They are just there, and they're not even telling the stories well half the time. I think maybe that comes from coordination with the wrestlers or lack of, but sometimes they're talking when they shouldn't. It's all fucking over the place. There's nothing about American commentary right now that is moving me. Actually, I did want to bring up something. It wasn't a topic. on the list, but it was
Okay.
something that came up earlier today. Thank you to our boy Macklin for the graphic. Cody Rhodes again,
Cody
again,
Rhodes.
again with the fucking subs and the half
Subs.
fuck the subliminal messages and the half messages. I would
Half.
love to write a book, he says, but a huge chapter is locked behind a wall. Everything I say
This
these
again.
days, everything I say these days, when it comes to that, somehow I'm rewriting history or I'm remembering it wrong, even though the receipts are literally there on social media. It hurts my heart because I love to tell the story. I just have to wait for someone else to tell the story first, and hopefully they would include me in it. Cody, my fucking God. Open a
He wants
goddamn
to
burner
tell the
account
story.
or something.
He wants to tell the story so bad, so he just keeps telling little pieces of it.
I just gotta wait for someone else to tell it for me.
Why did you make him sound like a butler?
Because it's Dusty in his own head. That's how Cody hears himself.
You think he hears himself? That's fucking diabolical, man.
So I laughed when I heard that shit. Like, okay, first of all, what day is
One
this?
day,
Is it
baby,
an
everyone's gonna know
wait?
the truth.
When I read this quote, I literally looked at the calendar. I said, "Is this an AEW pay-per-view week?" Oh, it is. It fucking is. Every goddamn time, without fail. If they're an AEW pay-per-view this weekend, somebody from WWE has a quote referencing them. And for the past 2 times, it's been Cody. Cody, my man, tell your fucking story or stop acting like a bitch. Because the thing that's funny is that is it's either there's absolutely an
Okay.
NDA involved
Mm,
here somewhere from some side,
yeah.
and why
Come
the
on, get it
fuck
out, buddy. Get it out.
why the fuck are you so intent on not telling everybody nothing? Like, shut the fuck up then. You can't. I can't say nothing. So don't say nothing. Shut the fuck. Do I give a fuck anymore, Cody? I don't care because he said.
I want to give whoever asked me the question some kind of response.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, people. Anytime I say something, people say I'm rewriting history. Motherfucker! Anytime you say something, you are rewriting history. That's not what people are just saying. It's stuff that you can prove. It's stuff that sounds crazy. It's stuff that's like, Bullet Club wasn't doing any merch until I got there. Cody, that's very nuanced.
Well,
what
no,
you're saying,
he said there wasn't a profit. I think so. He got
or
there.
something like that, like implying that they weren't making money until Cody Rhodes arrived,
He
and it's
wasn't
like,
making big money.
Cody, my friend, we can go back in time and look at what actually kicked off the Bullet Club situation, and it had nothing to do with it. What did he? I had the fucking receipts on the day he did the quote, and it was like the months and the days didn't match up with anything. I think he
Sure.
joined the Bullet Club in like December of 16, and it was March 17 when all the
Okay.
Bullet Club shirts were seen in Orlando. But WrestleMania weekend, which is what Hot Topic noticed and then kicked off the whole fucking craze. I don't even think he had enough of
31?
33.
33. Yeah, I
I
keep
remember
forgetting.
because I was one of the motherfuckers with a Bullet Club shirt on. Like, I was literally walking around Orlando with a Bullet Club shirt on.
They specifically saw you, John.
It had to be. But no, but there was a lot of us, and Ring of Honor had a groundswell, and the show in remember WWE is forcing indie shows out of the towns with
Yes.
WrestleMania, so they had to do it in Lakeland instead of Orlando.
Mhm.
Good times. Oh God, Greg, it was on his own podcast. No one asked him. He just brought this up for no reason.
Okay.
Cody, shut the fuck up, bro.
I don't watch it, but okay.
Just shut up, bro. Just stop talking, bro. He says he turned on Jay. Max says he turned on Jay Lethal. Yup, December 2016. That's when he turned heel, and then he joins the Bullet Club shortly after that. And then March comes just 3 months later, and I don't even think Cody had a shirt available yet.
Is this
When-
before the Ring
Yeah.
of Honor fiasco?
No, way before that. He had just joined the Bullet Club, and he might have
Okay.
just gotten his first shirt, and maybe people were wearing it for the first time that weekend, alongside the Kenny Omega shirt. No, as a matter of fact, the American Nightmare shirt, was that a Hot Topic spinoff or a New Japan spinoff? I have to find out when the American Nightmare Bullet Club shirt first went on sale, and I'm not going to be able to do that on the top. An American Nightmare Bullet Club shirt
Finding
is his
out
first
when
fucking,
it went out might be weird. Yeah.
because it was a Hot Topic shirt. To my memory, it was a Hot Topic shirt. I
Okay.
swear there was no. Okay, look at this. Okay, he had it. He created it when the night he turned heel. So December 2016, he dropped the American Nightmare Bullet Club shirt, which is honestly also the creation of that pretty much the beginning of that gimmick, right? Like that
don't-
Bullet Club logo
Is it?
would become that Bullet Club logo would slowly morph into the American skull that he has on his neck.
Oh, is that what
like-
you mean? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like that's the genesis. Like, that's crazy. I actually hadn't seen it that way until I just pulled up the shirt for the first time in a long time. It was actually Mac. It was actually in Pro Wrestling
Tees?
Tees, December 27th, 2016.
Yeah, I
Cody
just pulled it up
Rhodes.
on Hot Topic, and it's got the Pro Wrestling tees on the back.
Yeah. So this was one of all the Bullet Club shirts that were available that weekend.
Yeah.
Cody, is he implying that his American Nightmare shirt somehow pushed the Bullet Club over the edge?
I
Like,
guess he is.
you fucking mad maniac motherfucker, then you absolutely are rewriting history and you're everything they say you are. And of course, that Bryan Danielson quote about Cody teaching him how to lie is going to live forever because people will always bring that shit up. It's perfect.
Oh man.
So, yeah, I
I
wanted to talk about that for a second.
I
thought
live
that
in
was funny.
this very interesting space where I always ended up sort of in a debate about how the Bullet Club got hot.
There's a lot of people that don't know anything but what they've learned from WWE or misinformed younger fans.
Sure, I've got a friend of mine who says it was all the Young Bucks, and I'm like,
That's crazy. The Young Bucks were part of the Bullet Club for so long that if it was just them, they would have done it sooner. Like that's the thing about Cody's, the way that he talks about AEW. Like, I can tell that in his mind it was his and the Bucks, and Tony
Sure.
Khan came and fucked it up. Like, he came and he took it from us. This was supposed to be for the boys. Of course, Tony will tell you that the boys fucked it up in the first year and he had to clean it up. but I can see that feeling. Like, I built this clubhouse. We
Which
built
to
this
some-
clubhouse for the boys.
which to some degree ends up being one of those things where, like, if you look at it from the outside, both of them are probably right in their own way to some
Yeah.
degree.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't completely dismiss Cody or Tony Khan.
Yeah,
You certainly can't dismiss Cody because All In is only him and the Young Bucks.
Yes.
That's them. There was no outside people. They said we're gonna sell 10K. And honestly, I remember thinking they can do it over time. I remember
Okay.
saying they're gonna sell 5K, and then as they announce matches towards the end, it'll sell
it'll
out.
go up and go up and go up.
Motherfucker sold out in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
That was that AEW maybe doesn't happen, and it certainly doesn't happen in the way that we know it without that moment kind of
Mhm.
clicking a light bulb for so many people. Tony Khan will tell you he was already working on something, and his light bulb moment happened when Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega had all that attention without WWE involvement. He says he
Alpha
realized there
versus
was
Omega.
he realized there was a
A market.
market, and so he was already talking and smoozing television people, and he had his own ideas for what a wrestling television could be. And these things, it was like all these. The Earth doesn't come into existence if the right comets don't crash and the right rocks don't
Yeah.
fucking come together. You know,
John, what is it called in the Dark World?
Thor.
Yes.
Thor: The Dark World. You're
Yes.
killing me trying to ask me to
When-
remember shit from that movie.
When all the planets aligned, they had a word for it.
Oh, shit. It's not. I'm fucked. I'm lost. I was gonna say solstice.
I was hoping you'd be. I know I can look it up, but I was hoping you'd be able to grab it.
It's certainly it's just things that had to happen. Serendipitous, I guess it's one way to
that is one way to put
describe
it. Yeah.
I don't think AEW. The thing about Cody's involvement is that I think that it's maybe. I think that he certainly sees it bigger than it is. I think.
Oh, John, it's the name of your favorite fucking comic, The Convergence.
Oh, fuck you. That was gonna be such a good time, and then they lied to me.
And then it was.
I won't get into that.
Okay.
I've been lied to by many companies, but anyway, Cody Rhodes and his overstatement of his involvement. It's when you say that, it makes people feel like, well, you're saying that he's nothing, and that's just not true. That's not what I mean. I just mean that I think he thinks AEW wouldn't exist without him at all.
Sure.
And I think that there's too many factors. I think a version of AEW absolutely would have existed without him, and I think that Tony Khan's fucking money, pocket, and passion for the last 30 years probably says that there was a wrestling company coming from that man at some point. It was always gonna happen. I am glad that the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, and eventually Kenny Omega, who I still think, like, when Kenny came on board, Cody started feeling like they're taking it from me. Like, wait, it was just us three. Why does Kenny get a spot?
I don't know if you remember this, and although I probably brought it up before, I knew when Cody joined that whole Bullet Club thing. Oh, jeez, we're pulling that up.
That's what is that? 2017 Long Beach, New Japan.
Are we gonna pull up the fucking ECW clip too?
I
No.
might as well at that point.
Oh, Jesus. No, I knew when Cody joined the Bullet Club, and they took pictures together, and they filmed those clips together. I don't know if I said it to you back then. I just know that when I saw it, I was like, these people don't hang out.
I can imagine the Young Bucks and Cody. I think that I think that the suit kind of throws people off. I think
It looks really weird when he wears it next to them.
Yeah, especially in that with them because of how goofy they are.
Yeah.
But I think when you watched, like, and I know you didn't watch it, and I didn't watch it every week, but I watched it a lot. And
BTE?
BTE. I think that was like the closest you'll get to who Cody really is. I think as far as wrestling media,
Motherfucker.
that's the closest you'll get to who he really is. The suit, the uniform, all that is a fucking work. The suit is the biggest work. The suit is the biggest work since day one.
Work?
The suit reminds me of when Will Ospreay first became a heavyweight, and he started wearing all the big gear and shit. And I was like, he looks like he's wearing his big brother's jacket. Like, he's not. You're not there yet, but you want to be there yet. Cody,
akin to when I was always saying that like that suit looks like it doesn't fit Solo.
exactly. He's got to grow into it. I think Cody eventually grew into it for sure, but also it's a work. It was like this is what I'm dressed as. What I want you to be. What I want to be, and what I
Sure.
want you to see me as. It's just
Sure.
not who he really is. Who he really is a fucking goofy guy. Like I said, BTE, fucking Cody Rhodes, the fucking possessed by the Federation skits, shit like that.
Yeah.
That's probably who
Has
that
this
guy
very
is.
interesting
Yeah.
idea of like edgy humor in a pro wrestling sense.
Yeah. And imagine this guy, one of the boys. We created this for the boys. They're probably thinking they're going to take advantage of this fucking money mark. Like, we're just going to do this shit. Like, I'm not sure if it's malicious, but in their eyes, it's like he pays, and we're going to make this company for the boys. And then he starts wrestling bits of control away from you.
Yeah.
And now you're losing control to a mark in your eyes. I don't think he could stand for that. I don't think he was ever going to. I think, like we talked about for years, it was as soon as they took control, Cody's timer started. He's on his way back in his mind. Because if I can't drive here, I'd rather go back to Vince.
Sure.
And that it worked out for the best. But of course, it's just funny to hear him shit talking, or at least doing it from under a blanket. So, WWE had their first ever Triplemania this weekend or past
they did.
weekend,
Some
and
weekend.
it was very different from the Worlds Collide show. And I think Triple H explained it afterwards. The Worlds Collide still had it was still made by their by the people at
Production
AAA.
team? Oh, okay.
Yeah, WWE had a production team in,
like the
but the
booking
story
team.
stuff, the booking team was AAA. This
Yeah.
show was entirely WWE. Production team, booking, Undertaker.
It feels like that first Triple H WrestleMania where there's like the ghosts of what Vince was doing was still there, but like, you know, Hunter was running it.
Well, this was their first like full on WWE event, and it felt weird. I'm not like an avid Lucha fan, but I've watched many Triplemanias. And first of all, this was unironically the best one. I was like,
Yes.
what the fuck? It was like the most polished,
It was
even,
clean, everything was on time, everything was well
clean.
shot.
It was missing the grit of that yearly hardcore bloodbath
Sure.
Triplemania match, but ultimately it was
What
the
was last
best,
year's?
cleanest. I'd have
No,
to go
last
back
year
and
they
check.
ran
It
like
was not
3 of them.
Pentagon versus Dr. Wagner. For
They ran
mask?
like 3 of them now, so I don't know which shows are which.
I know a couple of years. It was very recently where Penta had that big bloodbath, and he beats Dr. Wagner, and Dr. Wagner unmasks or some shit like that. I forgot.
He took
I might be
somebody's
wrong.
mask because that was like that. Yeah, I remember that was the picture that floated around, a bloody Pentagon Junior with the mask.
Yeah, and you ain't gonna get that shit at Triplemania anymore. That's for damn sure. WWE's Triplemania would not allow self mutilation.
But John, Conan
they
told
call it.
everyone they wouldn't Americanize it.
Nothing's gonna change, brother. I wouldn't believe Conan if he told me the fucking sun was yellow. All right. I'll go check for myself, Conan. Thank you. Thank you.
Obviously, he's a fucking. I was like, well, obviously he's a liar, so now I gotta go look.
This Triplemania thing is so funny because on top, gentrification is bad, right? On a general macro level, you're like,
John's like, we can all agree on that, right?
this company comes in and colonizes AAA, right? And you immediately think, oh, that's a bad thing, and it sets a bad precedent, and it's a continued aggressive expansion from WWE. Yes,
Sure.
all these things are true. I will not argue with you, but maybe AAA
Maybe that was the one
Maybe-
company that needed to clean up.
Maybe they benefit from the gentrification and colonization here. Maybe they will be okay.
Sure.
It's just everybody's getting paid better. Everybody's getting more exposure. The shows are cleaner. They took away the 6 sides and nobody even cares.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, bro. AAA was always meant to be the WWE version of Lucha Libre. And so WWE coming in and deciding what they want to focus on and it being different from what AAA had in mind, it doesn't really matter because AAA was kind of falling on their face over and over again. Anyway,
Right.
that's not concrete though. That's not true all the way through for WWE. As good as everything was for Triplemania, they did make one pretty big mistake as far as the world or the mega championship.
Maga.
The MAGA champ, the AAA MAGA championship.
Wait,
Don't
no,
get me
wait,
started. Don't get me started.
No, thought I meant.
Anyway,
Damn it.
so before WWE ever got into power, AAA went with Vikingo as their guy. They crowned him mega champion and they had him in the main events, and it didn't work. People weren't grabbing him as a top guy, and so they
Which
went
I
in a
thought was
different
weird.
direction.
I would have. I was surprised by that.
It is what it is. I don't think American fans and Mexican fans have the same sensibilities,
Maybe
but
not.
they
It
went
seemed
with
like
him.
he was being promoted as it, but like, maybe that's
He
maybe
was
that was the
because
fact that-
that's what they wanted. They were pushing him as that, and they were putting
Yeah.
him on top. But the crowd wasn't taking to him the way they wanted to, so they went in a different direction. Hilariously, Alberto Del Rio as a heel ended up being more over than Vikingo ever was, and so he was the de facto top babyface of the company, even though he played a heel.
Yeah.
He was the top guy, and people always wanted to see him win. And
My favorite
So-
thing is somebody commenting that somehow Hunter has inadvertently created another CM Punk.
well, no, you got to let me get there. You ruined it.
Okay.
They take Vikingo from the middle of the card where he had been all this time, and they randomly placed him back in the Mega Championship picture
Mhm.
in a match with Alberto Del Rio and took the belt off of him
Yeah.
and then shunned him out of the company
hmm
and accidentally created the biggest babyface in Mexico. They want no part of right now. So
Mhm.
it's going to be real funny to see how they handle this because at Triplemania, the first WWE one, they have this renewed focus on Vikingo and Dominic of all
Yes.
people. The WWE guys in this main event: Dominic, El Grande Americano, Dragon Lee versus Vikingo, 4-way for the Mega Championship. Grande Americano and Dominic are fucking getting massive babyface reactions here. They're both
Incredible.
heels. Vikingo was getting the heat. Vikingo's getting more heat than the Miz eating fried chicken over somebody's gear bag. Vikingo is fucking.
That's fucked up.
They say that Vikingo was not able to fully get over with the crowd because people found out that he's a deadbeat dad.
I did hear that. Yeah.
I said, "Damn, that's a lot of cheese, man. That's a lot of gossip." I think that's huge, and like that's like a lot. I don't know what the fuck I would even do with a rumor like that. Like, go pay your child support, I guess. But I don't know if that's gonna help. But WWE's basically they're doing their thing where they push through, and now like, okay, well, you'll be the heel that's a babyface. Like it's a fucking John Cena thing. Like they
Mhm.
booked Vikingo to beat Dominic, but it's a screw job.
Yeah.
But the characters were being played by their opposite roles. AJ does the heel thing, but he is a babyface.
Yeah.
And Dom is getting screwed over like a babyface, but he's a heel.
Yeah.
And Vikingo's capitalizing on this like a heel, but he's a babyface. I
And El
have
Grande
to
Americano is
imagine
also there too.
El Grande Americano was singing, and I have to imagine that this was all on purpose because that's how they do
Also,
things.
I want to talk about how the presentation for El Grande Americano in AAA is different than the one on WWE.
I love him. He
He
comes out.
came out to this grainy screen with like
They
the
used to
tracking.
do that. They used to do that for Grande Americano on Raw. Not sure why they stopped.
I guess so. And like they're doing the thing. They've completely bought into this whole gimmick.
He came out singing a fucking I forgot the name of it. Cielito Lindo. Fucking the crowd is singing along with him. He's getting
Yeah.
like a hometown fucking reaction, like he's really from Mexico. And anytime he says "Yo soy de Mexico," way everybody just loses their shit. Yeah, he is. You goddamn right, he is.
The commentary treats it like it's a serious deal and not like there's a fucking German under there.
This is a hometown reaction. There are fucking 3 of them now, which means there are 4, which means there is technically a Grande Americano faction. Los
Yeah.
Grande Americanos.
Oh god.
All of them. And I want them to be named with numbers. I don't want them to have different names. Uno, dos, tres, y cuatros. And that's it.
like the
Americanos.
Villanos?
Yeah, exactly. But there's 4. So
It was a fourth.
were there 4? Did they get that far?
I think there was more than 4.
Jesus. But it's different when they all exist together, though.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It's imagine all the tiger masks in a faction.
Eh.
Like, so the rest of the card. I'm not gonna go through Triplemania as a whole. It's just that it looks like WWE is going to focus on the goofier aspect of things, and that's kind of like what Triplemania would like to have been anyway. They just wanted to mix in because you got the violent matches, you got the lucha stuff, and
You got a Psycho Clown.
I don't know how much we're gonna keep that moving forward, but
The Psycho Clown?
no, Psycho Clown, I'm sure we'll get over.
Okay.
Pimpinela Escalata coming out was a big deal. Like nobody thought WWE would book her, and then the shot of Triple H in the crowd looking disgusted that the fans got. It's just great. It's just great. No surprise that
I just
guy.
keep hearing that clip over my head of Hunter going like, "Sometimes I don't get it, but like when people get it, you just gotta go with it."
That's how he feels about everything.
And now it's just like, I don't get any of this.
I don't get it, brother. Too sweet. No, the Pimpinela coming out to no Celia Cruz. La Parca coming out to no Michael Jackson.
Okay,
I was like,
I can't lie to you. I was amused deeply by that fake Thriller music.
I thought it was funny because they're doing the whole dance. Like somebody said, when you make this bootleg version, it has to have that same fucking thing. Otherwise, you're gonna fuck this up. And they hit the whole Thriller dance to the fucking Dollar General Def Rebel Thriller. It was good though. We got almost.
But that's what got me. That they tried to do Thriller.
Omos returned to WWE, except not really. He returned to a AAA ring. Had an incredible face-off with Microman. Just like the world stood still.
Are we using the accent for that one?
You have to. Respect Microman.
I can't call him Microman.
No, absolutely not. That's not his name. Him and Omos had a stare down. He's a mini, and he can't be more than 2.5 feet tall. And Omos is legitimately 7 feet, possibly taller. And so there's like 4 or 5 actual feet in between them. Like that's gotta be a record as far as stare downs. Great clip, viral stuff.
Indeed.
All in all, good show. I had a good time with it. I think that they're doing a Worlds Collide in September though. I was like,
Yes.
I'm a little caught off guard by how hands-on they're being with AAA. I mean, it is really NXT Mexico now. I was like, this is kind of crazy. It feels crazy.
Yeah.
Triple H and Shawn Michaels in charge of things with Undertaker. These three white men running the Lucha company.
Well,
It's
okay,
crazy.
so I remember hearing that Jeremy Borash had been attached to it.
He said it's Triple H. That might as well be Triple H. It's Triple H's guy.
Conan is still there to attempt to oversee the
I like
legitimacy
his
of the whole thing.
commentary. I like
I
Conan's
wasn't a fan
commentary.
of it.
He's so fucking rough. I love it. I love how all three of them come together because he sucks. Like he sucks, but it's endearing. It's
I'm glad we agree he sucks.
no, he sucks. It's just that it's I don't know how to explain it. He sounds like he really means the things that he's saying. So they have to
Okay.
kind of stop him from saying things sometimes. Like he'd be like, "This is the greatest heel we have in the company." Conan, what are you talking about?
I need you to shut the fuck up.
No, he's just.
What's a heel, Conan? Well, you know.
I knew his grandfather. Why are you
What?
telling us this? What does that mean, Conan?
Does
Why?
he owe you money?
Probably. Oh, shit in his bag.
Oh no! Don't say that publicly, Conan.
movie 2 somewhere pissed off.
Oh,
I knew
God.
it. I knew it.
We fired Vampiro for you.
Yeah. They did fire Vampiro, didn't they? Send him home. Vampiro commentary was some of my favorite parts of Triplemania sometimes.
I know.
Hit my damn music.
Not for the good reasons, but yeah.
Hit my damn music. He farted on live commentary
Yes, he
once.
did. Yes,
Fucking hell. Watching that live, incredible. Do you think he peels potatoes, Corey? He did say that.
Did he? Did he?
Oh, wait. Here's a funny thing, though, about this Triplemania that I thought was funny.
I only saw 2 matches.
The rest of the show was great, but their attempt at doing the Triplemania hardcore match fell on his face. That tag match with the fucking Los Garzas and Psycho Clowns, or what are they called? The Psycho, the psych. I forgot what the fuck they're all called when they're together.
Oh, I don't know.
All of the clowns, they had a name. Anyway, that sucked. That sucked so much. There was some cool spots. Like he wrapped one of the Garzas in barbed wire, and they did like a Spanish fly wrapped in barbed wire. So I was like, disgusting. But no blood, messy, light as fuck, and so it fell on his face. So I was like, damn, that sucks. But other than that, pretty damn decent show.
Stellar, maybe.
Couple more things to talk about tonight. Chris Jericho in the headlines. He liked a post on Instagram that I believe was an accident, but he did like a post on Instagram claiming his contract was up in December, and where would fans like to see him next? Would they like to see him in the Royal Rumble? He was tagged in that post, and I think that sometimes you kind of just like things. Like the fan tagged me. I saw it was a graphic with me on it. I just press like, and then you like read it. And you're like, oh fuck, I gotta unlike that one now. Or in Jericho's case, you don't read it, and then it gets picked up as a headline, and you go, wait, I did what? Wait, oh fuck.
Yeah.
So he did like the post asking if people would want to see him in the Royal Rumble, and they got other people talking about how his contract is up at the end of the year. He hasn't ever been off of AWTV for this long before.
He was written off pretty summarily.
And Brian, Keith, and Big Bill are no longer known as the Learning Tree. So it does kind of feel like his time is over with AEW.
Are they unaffiliated? I'm kidding.
They, at the end of the day, I believe Chris Jericho was one of the most important parts of getting AEW off the ground. They need to respect that man because he was vital to making AEW work. I just think after a while it came to a point where maybe he was out of ideas. And he used to know when to go. He used to know when to take a break. And he had just kind of gone for like 5 years straight. And
Sure.
it was kind of like time. It's time to take a break, really.
Would
Is what it
you
is.
ever argue that that there were times that he was trying to prove something?
I think he always was.
Okay.
Like from like day one in AEW. Partly like, look, I can carry a company on my back, which is what
Sure.
WWE never wanted to do for him. Like they never wanted him in that spot, and
Right.
partly he got to help get that shit off the ground.
I think there's something to be said about like Chris Jericho being like to AEW what Terry Funk was to ECW around that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I can see that, and just even the idea that he was having good matches beyond his age in the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's probably better for him to have that final run in WWE. Although I look at Goldberg and how they did his retirement, and I'm like, and then I look at Sting, I'm like, you know, if I was Chris Jericho and I was thinking about places I'd have a retirement, I certainly would not be wanting to go back to WWE, especially with Triple H in charge. Like, we don't even like each other. Like, I don't even have Vince to fall back on. Like,
Yeah.
I would be begging Tony for a new position. Like, you know what? What about one last run here? Right? Like, what if we did?
But
What
John,
if we did
we
the
don't have enough. We don't have any. We don't have any clips from New Japan to pull for.
No, we'll make some. Go, Painmaker, go. It's an undisputed fact that AEW isn't where it is today without him being their first champion and a day one AEW guy, Max says. But if he goes, then he goes.
Okay, fucking Drago.
Part of me wants him to go to WWE just because I know that the fans will appreciate him more today. Like if he came back to AEW, they're gonna act like it's horrible. I can't believe he's back. He's gonna ruin everything. It's been so
Jericho
good.
Vortex has returned.
But I think if he goes to WWE, all those same people that acted like they hated him for the last 6 years are gonna lose their absolute minds. Break the walls there. Break down the walls.
But those about to buy.
I personally just want to hear that song again.
Sure.
Maybe I want to see the countdown.
I'm down with having him back in the video game one more time. Maybe with some of the retro versions too.
I wouldn't mind him going to WWE if I knew they were going to treat him right. Like if I knew Chris Jericho was going to go there and he was going to get a run and he wasn't just going to be another guy losing to New Day and Otis or whatever on Raw, like within the next few weeks, like, or he's going to end up like Rusev. Fucking, I would be okay with it. So I mean, I hope that it turns out good for him. He's a legend.
For what it's worth, Jericho said on one of those DVDs that he doesn't want a big retirement.
He did say if he could go out kicking and screaming and getting dragged.
Yeah, just like a shitbag heel and then disappears and he never comes back.
I wouldn't mind if that's what if he did that here though. Like, you don't have to do if that's what you want to do, then it's already here, waiting for you.
Yeah.
They'll miss you too after a fucking couple years. They'll start feeling like shit. Just give them a time.
I like in a fun way. Like I like the idea, even though it'll probably never happen logistically. I like the idea that he has for retirement, which is just him and fucking Lance Storm having a match in that shitty gym where they started.
That would be perfect. I forgot he wrote that in one of his books, right? I think the first one.
Um, I don't remember. I didn't read any of his books, so I can't source it myself from that. But I know that's a quote from him. Like, yeah, I'd love to have the match with Lance where we started for like 5 minutes, and then that's it. I can say it
That'd be
ended as
awesome.
it began.
He was that match at One Night Stand Lance Storm's last match? It wasn't, right? Lance Storm
No,
has
because
wrestled since
he wrestled
the
multiple
Ring of Honor
times since
match.
then. He did the Ring of Honor match with American Dragon. He had a few more matches after that.
That's right. That's
Let
right.
me look
I
that up.
listen to Lance. I listen to Lance still. He does the Wrestling Observer stuff every week. His opinions are very funny because they're exactly what you would imagine. It's
But
like
also, it's just like one of the few sensible guys left in the business.
it is. I mean, he's very straightforward. That's what makes it's like so Lance Storm. Like, did you see? I was listening. I actually was listening to the show where they got that quote he did about the Money in the Bank, where he's like he's
Help me out.
watching Raw. He says he's watching Raw last week, and CM Punk comes out, and he's mad about how he got screwed over by the Money in the Bank, and then
Okay,
he goes, "You didn't get screwed over. This is a well-established concept, and it has been for the last 20 years. And Seth Rollins cashed in fair and square. So I fast
sure.
forward." And then I stopped. And LA Knight comes out and he goes, "Wait, CM Punk, I agree with you. You got screwed." And I go, "No, he didn't." And so I fast forward. It's like, he's right. He's absolutely
Yeah,
right. Like, no, you didn't get screwed.
that's true. At the same time, it's like we have this promo every year. Someone thinks they got screwed by the system in which they've participated.
Yeah, Lance wants no part of this bullshit. He's like, this is entirely fucking, this is entirely stupid. Like, I'm pretty sure I just watched.
And it's made worse by, on multiple occasions, people who have benefited from that system saying they were screwed by that system.
uh, I'm sorry. I got so fucking caught up by this fly that I wanted to kill, and then he got
Nice.
away from me.
I was saying that it's made worse by the fact that there are multiple people who have benefited from that system who also go on to say that they were screwed by that system.
The Money in the Bank, CM Punk, you cashed it in twice. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, so Chris Jericho leaving AEW, I wouldn't mind seeing him show up in the Royal Rumble. It would be kind of sad to see him in the WWE propaganda machine spouting out the bullshit that they make you spout out. But, it is what it is. Capitalist WWE makes me so sick lately. It
So
always
all
was.
WWE. No, I'm kidding.
It always was, but it's like
Yeah.
so much more now. It's kind of
Is
crazy.
it?
Like, I didn't know you could get more. I didn't know it can be even more. I just didn't know. I did not know. So
You just didn't know.
finally, we have our AEW recap, our Dynamite recap for the night. AEW Dynamite for August 20th, 2025. It was a pretty damn good show, actually. It sped by. I was like, what? How is this over already? There were like fucking 3 segments, or it felt like it. The show opened up chaos as Will Ospreay comes out and cuts a little promo. They said they were going to do a face to face with Jon Moxley, but it didn't really get there. They did. Ospreay comes out and he talks about how he wasn't cleared to wrestle, so he asked for a lights out match so that AEW wouldn't get in trouble. It's nobody's fault if it's unsanctioned. Moxley comes out and they have like a stare down for a few seconds before Brawl starts, and Death Riders get attacked by what is it? Fuck, what the fuck is their name? God damn it! Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight. What is their name? Jet Speed. Jet
Set Radio. No, John's gone. That's it. Oh man, I'd actually never played Jet Set Radio. It was just a game I'd heard of. I think John's back. Are you back? Jonathan. Oh, I hear sounds. I hear
I
rustling.
yanked my whole microphone out trying to
Ah.
figure out jet speed. So yeah.
I've decided they will
Anyway,
be. I decided Jet Set Radio
I
is a
have to
better
adjust
name.
the audio because I can't hear Greg.
Oh no!
Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
Production here is at an all-time high.
Yes, we get paid, baby. Anyway. Fuck you, Jesus. Fuck you. I'm not. I am raw like a Monday night, raw like those 2 hours that put you to sleep on Netflix. We are
I only
here.
end
There
up
we,
watching like 45 minutes of it, and then I have to go to work.
I don't have that luxury, so fuck you. I
Uh,
have to watch the whole thing no matter what. Anyway,
I did like one thing. I know we're doing Dynamite, but since it came up, there
no, I
was a cute
didn't.
moment, huh?
I said no, I didn't.
There was just a cute little moment on Raw that I thought was really weird until I saw the context of it. Like, do you remember the segment where they just hold on Rhea Ripley staring at the wall?
Oh yes, that was actually really funny. Where she kind of is in the hallway where she fucked up her shoulder, and she kind of looks
Yeah.
at it.
Like the
wall.
context did not actually occur to me that was the
Really?
same one. No, because I don't fucking remember the wall. I remember the
It's
chair
such a-
bouncing off her head.
It's such a distinct wall. I can't forget the wall because
You know
it's
what
so
was-
fucking colorful.
What was distinct was the way that chair just bounced off her skull.
I had just seen the WWE Unreal where they showed the footage for that.
Oh,
again.
did they?
Yeah, it's the Rhea Ripley thing. She talks about she threw her own shoulder into the wall and fucked everything up. She
It's hilarious that
Anyway.
the fucking injury wasn't the fucking clank of the fucking
Yeah.
steel against her head, but the shoulder
The chair-
later.
the chair is like nothing. Like, that's just work. So yeah, we had like 3 segments in one for the first half hour of Dynamite. John Moxley and Will Ospreay do their face to face, but it doesn't go for very long before Brawl begins with the Jet Speed and
Shocking.
the Death Riders, and Tanahashi runs out, and then we get our first match of the night right from this brawl. The bell rings.
The
Jet
term
Speed
run is used with a level of.
It's loosely. It's used loosely.
Yeah.
Because I could say Tanahashi tries to run to the ring, but then
Tanahashi briskly hobbles to the ring.
yeah, Tanahashi rushes to the ring. That's what I should have said. Do you think it's time for Tony Schiavone to get off of commentary, especially on Collision? I
No.
think that Tony Schiavone is tired. I think
Sure.
they give Tony Schiavone 2 jobs, and he's old, and he doesn't need 2 jobs when he can just have 1 job. But they don't really have people to replace him. Ian Riccaboni is not available that way.
Is he not?
And no, he's just not. Otherwise, he would be the guy. Like, they're very happy with his work.
Does he
and
have
he's
a second job?
His second job is being a father. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to take more time away from his
Understood.
family, so he doesn't want to be on the road like that.
I mean, I
And so they
respect
gave
that
him,
choice.
yeah, especially when you have a good enough job. He's like, I like
Yeah.
Ring of Honor. I like my job a lot. Call me when you need me, though. I'll be there. And so they have him fill in. But if in a perfect world, I would want Ian Riccaboni to be on the commentary team more permanently.
Okay.
Good night, Mac. Thank you for covering WWE's WrestlePalooza on ESPN. Because I was like, how the fuck am I going to watch both these goddamn shows and cover them? Watching them is one thing. Paying attention to both of them enough to do coverage of both of them is practically impossible. Live coverage, anyway. You could do back-to-back and then do review shows the next night. That's not a problem. But you're talking about live, written coverage. And AI does not know how to do this yet, because believe me, I would fucking let it if it knew how.
Can you imagine what it was like to actually like run a wrestling website during the Monday Night Wars.
You had friends. You had a friend. There's no. You had to have more people. Like if you have a second person watching the other show, you're fine. But at the same time, I don't think they did live coverage back then. I
That's
think,
fair.
I think you could watch the show and then watch the tape show and then do it all by morning.
That's
And
fair.
it'd be fine. Yeah.
God, the speed of
So
information really mucks things up, doesn't it?
it does, because now I'd be feeling anxious if it didn't go up within the first 2 minutes. The fucking match has been over for 2 minutes. I haven't got results up. This is crazy. So yeah, the Tanahashi and the Jet Speed boys defeat the Death Riders at the Tanahashi pins Yuta.
Yes.
Bullet Club War Dogs run in,
Yes.
including Gabe Kidd.
My man Drilla Maloney showed up to drop somebody on their head.
But what the fuck is Gabe Kidd doing here?
I don't know.
How? And he got called out for this by Shingo. How?
Amongst other people.
He missed the G1 because of injury.
Yes.
The G1 Climax. And he returns to action in an AEW ring. Which I guess favorite repaid because Kenny Omega returned to action in a New Japan ring. But still, that's so crazy. And it makes no sense at all. And there's no explanation for it either. Nobody is saying anything. It's just like it is the way it is.
I love how they kept trying to portray. They kept pushing the portrayal that the War Dogs are there as mercenaries, aka just hired thugs. But what was their goal tonight? What are they supposed to be doing?
I think that they are hired by the Death Riders to just fight. I imagine they're just henchmen. You're just henchmen, War Dogs. No, you can never have enough henchmen.
Says the Gotham crime lord.
There was a great Edge and Christian segment after this.
Okay.
I loved it. It's the first Edge and Christian. Excuse me. It's the first Edge and Christian.
As I stare at your okay.
There we go. Their first kind of in-ring promo segment as baby faces together in a long time. Kind of that. They didn't say it because I don't know if they legally can, but that get your 5 seconds, 5-second flash photography or whatever.
Yeah. Although, I guess babyface promo would be stretching it for Christian at this point.
For sure, because they made sure to kind of push the fact that he's still a heel completely.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, Edge comes out. He gets the big reaction. Christian comes out. He grabs the mic and immediately goes to tear down the town. You fucking ugly pieces of shit. Edge is like, wait. That's not what we do. Hold on. We're fucking baby faces. Why are you doing this? Christian says, you told me to go find myself. And so I went home and I looked deep. And I realized that I am perfect exactly how I am. I don't need to change a thing. And so Edge says, some situations you need an asshole. And Christian, well, he's my asshole. So funny stuff from both of them.
And
Edge,
all I need right now is a hug and a kiss.
They said they kind of they were able to bypass the complete turn character arc by having them say, actually, we realize we need each other,
right?
And we're gonna accept each other the way we are because we just need the help.
It's I'm gonna help you with your FTR problem. You're gonna help me with my whatever problem.
His own problem that he created on his own.
My matriarch problem? What did he call them?
They are the matriarch, and they are also right. They are in the right. They are entirely in the right. Everything they
Is this the
do.
week of heels being in the right?
How can you call them heels? Like, because they're being booed? No, I don't even know if that's enough. They've done nothing wrong at all. Like, they've done nothing wrong. Christian fucked these people over and over and over and over. And when they finally got revenge, they are the bad guys. How? How? They haven't even done anything despicable. Like, sometimes you have to have them shoot a puppy just because you
Sure.
haven't had them do anything. Like, they haven't even done that. And then, so we doubled down on them as baby faces here, I thought, by Nick Wayne appears on video and he reveals that he's injured, but he's always one step ahead. And they play a video where Killswitch comes back to life and he's wearing the Luchasaurus gear. First of all, Luchasaurus had a real ass illness. He was really gone, and he's scary because we lost Brody Lee that way. So to see him come back here is like a
Really?
big ass fucking it was a big deal. I didn't know when he would wrestle again at all. If it was a lung infection, and it was
oh my
real
god.
bad. Yeah, it's literally like eerily similar. It was like
Yeah.
horrifying. But he returned, and that's a goddamn big moment. And like he returned to get revenge on Christian. Why
So
would he
it would be
be a
fair to
heel?
say it would be fair to say that like a Luchasaurus spot was always planned for this segment, and then they had to put him in the actual match.
I would think so, or at least he was planned to return in the match, or
That's
something
what
like
I
that.
meant. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
They were-
Nick Wayne is lying
Sure.
because there was no report of an injury. It's just kind of came out of nowhere.
Okay. Sure.
These pieces all fit very suspiciously well. But yeah, so Luchasaurus returns. He takes out Edge and Christian and stands above them to end the segment. And again, I can't see how he would be a heel in this situation. There's just nothing. Like, he's been wronged. And Edge is in the way. Like, Edge tried to hit him. So what if he's a good guy? You get a choke slam too, you old bitch. What the fuck? So yeah, that was great. I really liked all of that. Of course, I love seeing Luchasaurus come back, but Edge and Christian was just great here.
It's sort of one of those things that when two bad people fight, did any one of them turn good, or are they just two bad people in a fight?
They're just two bad people fighting.
Yeah.
I would just like them to acknowledge that the matriarchy is right. Like, I want commentary to be like, no, they have a point. Like, why are we treating them like they did something wrong? Like, oh
Sure.
no, they attacked Christian. Yeah, they attacked Christian. I'm glad that they did. What are you saying? They had stood up for themselves finally.
John standing up for complex storytelling in his pro wrestling.
Jesus. We had a tag team match of the year contender. I want to say randomly. It was the finals of this tournament. And it was FTR, Brody King, and fucking Bandito. And that is four wrestlers
Still
of
such
high
a weird
fucking
tag team.
caliber. Brodito, baby. I think sometimes tag teams that come together randomly like this and work out really well are the best. It doesn't always happen that way.
I just keep wondering if they can actually have conversations.
They talk to each other. Brody King strikes me as the really, really compassionate type. I don't know how to explain that. I believe he would learn to speak enough,
Okay.
at least, to communicate with his tag partner. This match was awesome. There's fucking crimson masks, stolen lucha masks, near fall after near fall. Match of the fucking year contender. It goes 30 minutes to a time limit draw, which when they started doing the calls, I was wondering if they would. As a matter of fact, when they said 5 minutes remaining, I was like, "Oh, there's your out." Because I just kept thinking about that report about the fucking Hurt Business or Hurt Syndicate not wanting to drop the belts.
Sure.
and then to FTR. So I'm just like, fuck. Like who? Like they just ruined it. Like when they said 5 minutes remaining, I was like, oh, there goes it's triple threat, and Bro Dito's getting pinned,
So
and FTR's taking the belts.
I'd like to add that I didn't hear this because I was running AEW and the Yankee game at the same time, and the Yankee game had gone to extra innings. So that was
They got
kind
the
of the audio.
volume privileges.
That was kind of the audio priority. So like I'm watching this match and I'm just going like, wow, this match is going really long.
You see Bandito just begging the referee, why didn't that count? Why? They did. He's funny as hell. They did a thing where the bell rang for the time limit, but Bandito just kept wrestling. He just went. He goes and he hits his finisher and tries to pin him anyway.
Good work,
and then-
Bandito. Love the
yeah.
enthusiasm.
Wait, if I just do it anyway. But it is announced that it's a triple threat match for the World Tag Team Championships at Forbidden Door. Brodito versus FTR versus the Hurt Syndicate.
As Stokely looks on, deeply dejected.
Stokely Hathaway with a new problem, Bandito and Brody King.
And no hose.
As if he didn't have enough problems. So yeah, that'll be great. I can't wait for the pay-per-view, but 30 minutes on a 2-hour show is a big chunk. So we don't have much left. Hangman Adam Page calls MJF out to the ring. But MJF
I
plays a
have a
video
nit to pick with this segment.
to reveal that he has kidnapped Mark Briscoe and he's going to set him on fire.
By the way,
With
Mark Briscoe crossed an ocean to fight MJF on purpose.
He did kind of get himself into this situation.
Yes.
He wasn't even supposed to be here. So thanks, Mark.
I'm not.
So
Go home and jump on your trampoline, Mark.
he's going to set MJF is going to set.
If you
Mark
get that
Briscoe.
reference, by the way, I love you, and you're probably nearly 40.
I'm just not booked.
Still not involved.
Come on, you can come anyway.
I need you there. I really want you to be there. I really do.
MJF is going to kill Mark Briscoe if Hangman
Yes.
Page doesn't.
He's
agree
going
with
to
his
light him
demands.
on fire.
He's the World Heavyweight Championship can change hands via disqualification and countout. MJF is such a fucking screwbag. He asks for the opposite of what other people would ask for. This man just asked for extra rules in his World Championship match. And he wants his contract back. This match will not cost him his contract. Hangman says, yeah, man, whatever. And he runs to the back to save Mark Briscoe, hopefully. And I just thought, like, he should have called the cops. I would have called the cops. I'm calling. No! Actually, I don't agree to any of these demands. And I'm calling the police. Fuck you. Where's Tony Khan? Why are there so many attempted murders here? This
So
place.
there are 2 points you can take from this. One, well, any agreement under duress is not legally binding. But it's pro wrestling, so we just ignore that, don't we, all the time, right?
I guess MJF got Hangman, or Hangman got MJF that way last week too. So fucking
Yeah.
that wouldn't count.
Well, no. See, MJF wouldn't be under duress. MJF was just stupid. Like, in no way was MJF in danger when he did that. He just got frustrated.
He was a fool.
Yes. Also, like, my issue with this segment, or at least the way the segment is lined up, is that the very next segment when they come out a commercial, Hangman Page is brawling with them. So if they were that easy to find, you didn't need to stand in the ring like a dummy.
That was I was wondering if maybe this was like a basement or meant to be somewhere that can't be found because because he was like running later and he still couldn't find them, like hours later, or not hours, just like after the commercial break, right
He
after the
certainly
commercial break.
he certainly found Ricochet and are they still the House of whatever?
No, they're the Ricochets. No,
Oh,
they're
good
just.
lord! What are they, a
No, I'm
fucking
kidding. I'm
punk?
kidding. I made that up.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, like a pop
no,
band.
they are just Ricochet's henchmen. And honestly, this isn't bad. When they are not sharing henchman space with Brian Cage, so
Okay.
they
Brian Cage.
they get the moments like this one where they get to be the guys who tried to set Mark Briscoe on fire. But yeah,
Sure.
after the commercial break, Hangman Page chases down Ricochet, catches him, busts him with a chair, asks where are they. Security tries to get him off, and he starts banging
Do
out
I
on
look like
security.
a cop?
Yeah, basically. And so the idea is that Hangman is out of control, or MJF is trying to get that out of control energy back from
Yes.
Hangman. So if I know my storytelling, Hangman will not be outsmarted this Sunday. But I was thinking it would be funny to see MJF cash in like immediately. Like
After.
yeah, like no,
Yeah.
like nah, fuck that. This isn't over. Fuck you.
Loses the match, immediately goes to the briefcase.
Yeah,
But like that only works to me if he loses again.
he has to lose again. Like he has
Yeah.
to lose again. Like you fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. You had it. You fixed it, and you fucked it up again. Yeah, actually, that would be perfect. It's just a perfect way to foil this guy. This fucking dummy. He got so overconfident. He ended up fucking himself. I
In
like it.
fact, I would argue. I would argue. See, I don't know. I guess I don't know how to frame that yet. But like in my head, it would be even funniest if like he gets the contract, forces the referee to do it, and then just immediately gets lariated.
Just turns around and eats it.
Yeah.
God damn. That is it. That'd be good. It'd be good. I can't wait to catch the show this Sunday. I forgot there's a counter program from WWE on as well.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, NXT Heat Wave.
Oh,
It
that's
won't
right.
come on at
More
the same
ECW
time.
names.
It won't come on at the same time because
Yeah.
Forbidden Door is in the United Kingdom.
Kangdom?
So the United Conqueror.
Oh no.
You can take that in many ways.
Yeah.
So it'll be in the afternoon or probably earlier in the morning for me, like 10 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm gonna be waking up on Sunday to watch a fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
So the final segment of Dynamite was the women's tag team championship match.
Dynamite.
Tony Khan, I gotta look at the numbers because like sometimes I'm like, I'd be like, wow, like these like I don't have no problem with the women main eventing. All right, I'm not a fucking misogynist, but sometimes there would be several other
This
segments.
main event's better than last week's.
Well, no, for sure. But like sometimes there'll be several other segments that
should have ended the show.
Should have ended the show, and it's like,
and would have ended the show on
Yeah.
a period for one of the big
Yeah.
angles.
and it's like, how the fuck did you come up with the idea to end with this?
Yeah,
It
I
was
think he's obsessed with this idea of ending on a match, but he doesn't have the big match.
but like I hate it.
I agree.
I like ending the show on the hook. I'm like, if the hook would have been the world championship thing where they tried to kill Mark Briscoe, I think that might have worked.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
but-
they do it. They did it all the time back then. But like the end of the show should have been like he gets to the Ricochet, and then like MJF just drives off.
Yeah, laughing like an evil villain or some shit.
And like
you know?
he chases the car, he obviously can't catch it, and he, dejected fucking Adam Page looks on. Come back next week as he tries to murder a man. You know
Come
what I
back
mean?
next week to see if we've pressed charges.
Like normal, rational people.
I would have loved that, but they did a straight up ending here. Mercedes Moné and Athena defeat Alex Windsor and Tony
God, why is
Storm.
that a thing?
You know how it goes in wrestling. Things just
I
kind of
know.
happen.
It's
She at least it was is it still part of the entrance theme?
I didn't hear it.
Okay, because there was a moment
I think we both stopped caring once we were just like, oh, good, it's not subconscious.
well, they put it back. They went back.
Subconscious?
Yeah, they put it back.
Oh no.
But there was a moment where it had like a Def Rebel intro soundbite, and it was like Windsor, Windsor. I was like, this is the stupidest shit ever. I'm
Okay.
still kind of. I don't really know much about Alex Windsor, and she did have a great match with Athena on Collision.
Sure.
But I'm still on the like, why is she here and not Willow or Chris Statlander or
Yeah.
you know?
I guess because they're trying to build some relationship between Tony Storm and Windsor.
Yeah, which I get, but it's also like, yeah, it's a bit transparent, or at least it feels funny when
You know what? I think it feels like you'll understand this as someone who obviously was reading comics before I do, or you could say it about any TV show. It's that moment in the TV show or the comic where the new character shows up. New characters are on the lot. What are they doing?
yeah. Well, are they going to
weren't here
be
before.
here?
Why are you here now?
Are they going to be here in 2 months? Remember when Deanna Purrazzo got here? And
Whoa,
they put
God,
her
please don't do that. Why?
right. They put
We
her
were having
right.
such a good time.
They put her right in that spot, and then they did that story with the duck tattoos and shit that didn't matter.
The duck tattoos.
We got matching tattoos, Tony.
That's right.
Why aren't you remembering me? This angle sucks, my darling. So yeah, man, that's AEW Dynamite. Actually, the match ended with Alex Windsor tapping out Mercedes Moné, but she wasn't a legal woman. And as she stands there arguing stupidly,
I missed that. What did she use?
Sharpshooter. She had
Cute.
Mercedes in a sharpshooter. Mercedes tapped out. It wasn't legal. And as she is standing there stupidly arguing with the referee, face, boom. That's your win. She got her.
How's her hand?
Screwed. She should be fine because she looks like Athena like throws herself to the side, and as long as Alex Windsor stood out of the way, she should be okay. Bozilla will be the 4th woman in the TBS Championship Fatal 4-Way match.
Ow.
Mercedes Moné versus Alex Windsor versus Persephone versus from CMLL versus Bozilla.
Yes.
From Stardom. What did Bozilla do to earn this match?
Speak English.
Didn't she lose the last time she was on fucking Star TV or whatever?
She on it? Was she?
I'm not sure, but she is crossing the forbidden door. She will be on this card, and I don't think she's taking a title, but that would be cute. AEW Dynamite, that was a pretty damn good show. Like I said, that's probably one of the more wrestle-heavy go-home shows that they've done. They usually put a lot of overstuff, a lot of promo segments into their go-home shows. That's usually where you get the most AEW promos that you get, like out of all their Dynamite shows. It's a go-home show. They do a lot of segments, but not tonight. Yeah. They did a goddamn 30-minute draw. Take up a quarter of your show. Ballsy. But that is all the wrestling mostly. Uh Man, it's pretty much everything. I had a couple of things on the end side
Okay.
that I was going to talk about in the beginning that didn't have anything to do with wrestling, but I wanted to
You were going to talk about something. You were going to answer a question for Jesus, then you wanted to save it to the end.
no, I saved it to the end of that segment because he was
Okay.
asking who should I forgot, but we answered it earlier.
Okay.
I'm sure I know we did because I brought it up. Oh, then who should main event? Who should Tony Khan have main event? All out against
All out. Okay.
WrestlePalooza.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's pretty much everything wrestling related for the week. I mean, I guess you can join us throughout the week for Dershi Radio recaps and news and opinions and all of that on social media and DershiRadio.com. Be sure to visit DershiRadio.com, make it your homepage. Visit it daily. Go to the socials. Make yourself at home on DirtSheetRadio.com, ComicBookClick.com. It's a cool place where we can make sure social media, Dershi Radio exists without social media, just in
Mm-hmm.
case, because you never fucking know.
Mm.
Also, this Sunday, Dershi Radio Forbidden Door
Sunday,
post show.
Sunday, Sunday.
Forbidden Door post show. Make sure you join us. Make sure you join us.
I guess I'll try to be there because it's an early day.
It is early. It is early. I don't know how early though, because the show might end right when you have to leave.
Yeah, God, is it gonna be? Yeah, it might be that long of a show again, right?
Yeah, they're all 6 hours long. You know how that goes.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Also, Forbidden Door, WWE, Monday Night Raw,
How do we feel
NXT,
about this pay per
Dynamite.
view?
It is pretty stacked. I was like, at first I was like, well, there's not enough New Japan guys, or they're all dead. I'm not sure why they would do Forbidden Door this late in the year, but they fucking did. And then 2 weeks left in the show, 2 weeks left before the show, Tony Khan stacks the dog shit out of it. It's like a lights out cage match. Edge and Christian return. Nigel versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Sure.
What the fuck?
I've definitely seen some interesting reactions to the Nigel and Zack Sabre Jr. match. A lot of them just have to do. A lot of them just have to do with the fact that, like, if you are of a younger audience, this means nothing to you, which is like fine, that's valid.
I don't give a flying dick. Why would I care what some little piece of shit thinks about? Matter of fact, any little piece of shit that doesn't know what the fuck the significance of Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness is deserve to be spoken to about this subject. Just move on. Go watch fucking Yeet Man or whatever the fuck you're into.
Yeet Man, that's so mean. Why does he sound like a Mega Man villain?
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Literally, you are the dog that they're reading Shakespeare to. It's you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they're gonna go out there and they're gonna have a different kind of wrestling match. That's gonna be awesome.
I think the suggestion was more that just it was harder to be emotionally invested in like you know what it is? It's the same thing that happened with Dusty over the SummerSlam weekend. Like, we think this is AI because we don't really know who Dusty Rhodes is other than NXT Grandpa.
Yeah, sorry, children. I didn't come here for you to care about this match. This one's for me. Nigel McGuinness versus Zack Sabre Jr. Probably two of the best wrestlers to come out of fucking Europe and in this generation.
I guess that's always been a criticism about it, like that it's too insider, but like whatever, it's. I am not the kind of person who wants to say everything should be for everyone, because fuck it.
But I think everything being for everyone means some of the things just aren't for you, and
Sure.
that's something you're gonna have to accept. These people out there. What about the people that don't get it? Do you? That's it. That's the only question that matters. Do you get it? If not, are you willing to learn?
Hmm.
And if not, then shut the fuck up. What the fuck? What do we even want to speak for? Just to be heard?
Sure.
So yeah, no, it's actually like a really good card, and I'm excited to see it. And actually, I said actually twice. The
It's okay.
lights
I'm
out
not judging you.
cage match. I'm really intrigued by, not just because it's a lights out steel cage match with 10 people in it, but because I have a feeling it is that New Japan cage, that cage of death cage, where
Sure.
it's not really like a cage around the ring, but it's like an octagon cage outside of a wrestling ring. I love those. I love that aesthetic.
Hmm.
But I would like to see what that looks like under these big lights. I'm excited to see this big ass spot fest. It's gonna be crazy. Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi randomly in this match, so random, so not part of the build that I don't even feel excitement to see them until I
Oh
see
no.
them. Until I see them on Sunday, like they're not. Are they even here? Like, is this happening?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be great. But yeah, man, check it out. Dirt Sheet Radio. We're always available, always live, always doing more content. They might add more stuff on Collision. You're right about that. And yeah, I do wish there was more CMLL talent on Forbidden Door. Uh, I it's almost at a place where it's like I don't know if this is timing or if the Forbidden Door thing is kind of dead because AEW is a Forbidden Door. Like every
Sure.
fucking episode of Dynamite, you can have 5 promotions people represented. Like,
I think they're missing like um a theme to the show, other
yeah,
than outside, like vaguely, like you said, the theme of outside participation doesn't work anymore when like Ishii just shows up.
yeah. Ishii is in the conglomeration. Hechi Seto's in the Don Callis
Yeah.
family. You know, like,
You know, like Takeshita's just jumping both sides of the wall constantly.
he
There,
won the
there were
G1 Climax without no Forbidden Door show.
we had a whole series of episodes based out of us being in Arena Mexico that had nothing to do with Forbidden Door.
That was so good. It's
Yeah,
like,
they were great shows, but like if that was Forbidden Door, you'd be like, wow, what a really cool pay per view they put on. You know, I think, and not to say I'm fucking stealing a theme here, but like, you know, maybe if this was like the World X Cup or something like that, like
I was
I think
almost
these
gonna
shows
suggest
need
that.
it.
I was gonna
Yeah,
suggest that. Yeah, it's World X Cup or international representation tournament thing, like 1 day round robin tournament. You know, like some wild shit.
some sort of theme that really brings this whole gimmick together, because otherwise it's just like, yeah, guys show up, even though some of these guys have just been showing up. Ishii for some reason has just been hanging out here and hasn't gone back home.
I really
Y-
liked that Willow girl.
you know,
Ishi,
I sent you the
Ishi.
clip. I don't know if you ever watched it. It's like fucking Ishii playing Wrestle Kingdom on YouTube.
I did see that. I love how he really has like just become part of the AEW locker room.
Yeah,
He's just, yeah, I'd be here, and I know they want me in Japan, but I just try to be here.
yeah.
Like, I think of like being in the bathroom when you know they need you at work. Like, no, but if I just stay here long enough, they might forget.
Oh my
Like,
god.
they might not call me back. I love him. I love him in AEW. I love his deadpan reactions to all the fucking goofy conglomeration shit. And the fact that Willow Nightingale won him over and was able to get a hug from him. Which
Yeah, I think we need to. I think we need to completely revamp or just re-examine the entire theme. Maybe even I know people love it. But it's such a weird inside joke that doesn't work anymore in 2025. Maybe rename the fucking show.
I don't think. I think keep it because
There's
it's
nothing
one of those
forbidden
things.
about said door anymore.
Yeah, but there's nothing like unforgiven about Unforgiven. You know, like it's just it's just a name. And I think it calls back to that original Tanahashi promo, that Forbidden Door promo. It was like one of those legendary moments, and I think they need to be making their moments more legendary. I've always said that they need to be playing more replays and doing more slam of the weeks or whatever the fuck it takes to make those older AEW moments seem iconic, like something you should go back and watch. I remember WWE would play so many fucking clips from the past, and it would be like 20 years in the past, 10 years in the past, 5 years in the past, and it always felt like I gotta go back and watch that someday. Like I feel like I missed out. I missed out an important moment, and especially in the age of
And then you learned WrestleMania
streaming.
1 sucked.
But I watched it, and I thought I'll never watch that again.
But what a moment.
But yeah, Mr. T was there. So that's Dershi Radio for the week, man. Join us again next week for the Forbidden Door
As we
post
discussed
show.
retro WrestleManias. No.
And for whatever's going on in the world, I'm sure at that point there will be some WWE would have sold, children for pay-per-view money or whatever evil shit
My
they
God.
do. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless.
The sport of professional wrestling!